Hello everybody, this is Alessandra. Welcome to my home, welcome to my kitchen. Tonight I'm going to be making hazelnut and chocolate chip biscotti. Here are the ingredients, very simple. In a baking tray I have a cup and 3/4 of hazelnut. Can you make it 2 cups? Absolutely. Don't forget, my recipes are always in grams, so if you ever scale, follow the grams. It's definitely more precise. I have 4 cups of flour, all-purpose, a cup of sugar, a stick and a half of melted butter, 3 eggs, a pinch of salt, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, half a cup of the chocolate chip, and we're gonna have 1 egg, which we're going to use to egg wash the cookies on top. There's a couple girls that want to be in the videos. Come on, girls, come and say hello. They ran away. I don't know. You figure. Giggling. You hear the giggles? Anyway, first thing we're going to do, oven on 350. Oh, you're there. Hi, Sophia. This is Sophia. My patanella. Right? Patanella? Okay. What happened? You guys, oh, forget it. Oven 350, 8 to 10 minutes, till the oven on 350. I'm gonna toast them, but don't forget, keep an eye on them because just 5 minutes they need, okay? And I'll show you how to remove the skin off the hazelnut. 5 minutes in the oven. I don't want to over toast them because don't forget, they're gonna get cooked again in the biscotti. So I'm just going to, I have a kitchen towel. I'm just going to put them in, cover it up, right? And give it a good shake like that. Just squeeze it and even let it sit a couple of minutes. What that does is it just makes all the skin fall right off. You see that? See all the skins that come off? Just keep doing that for for a minute or so, and you'll see that mostly all the skins come off. There it goes. Now, set it on the side till we're ready to use them to add them in the cookie dough. I have a larger bowl right here, and I am going to start adding the ingredients. Large bowl, I'm going to sift my flour. That's the first thing we're going to do. Just give it a shake. To add the baking powder too. Sometimes the baking powder, I like to sift it just to make it thinner and it spread. Sometimes it gets a little dry, so you got the little balls. Okay, so now the salt goes in, and I'm also going to add the sugar. Mix these ingredients. Just make sure it all gets mixed in nicely. Now I'm going to create like a little wall right in here, and I'm going to add my eggs. Gonna use the whisk to whisk them up a little bit. The vanilla. And now also the butter. All right, and just like as you turn, just gently pick the flour from the sides and get it mixed in. Remove most of the skin from the hazelnut. Put them in a little bag, and I have a meat tenderizer. What I'm going to do is just give them a rough chop. I don't want to put them in the food processor because it's going to make it too thin. I just want the hazelnut to be broken but still remain in big chunks. So let me do that, and then we'll add it to the dough. Yeah, if you take a look, you'll see that they'll break, but not quite crumble totally. I'll start working with my hand. I'm just going to do one hand at a time before I move it to the work surface. Okay, just keep like this. See that? Squeezing your hand so that the flour gets absorbed into the wet ingredients, and it creates a nice smooth dough. Before it forms the dough, go ahead and add the chocolate chips and the hazelnuts. And now fold it all in. Oh, The aroma of the hazelnuts and the butter and the vanilla is already reaching me, and it smells great. Picked up all the nuts and the chocolate chip. Let's move it over to the work surface. Now is a perfect time to get your oven on 350 and let it warm up nicely. And let me just finish working this. Then we let it rest. Look, the nuts are falling everywhere. Can you put a little bit less? Yeah, you could, but you know what? You want to make sure that every little bite is a little bite of heaven, and you get a little piece of the hazelnut. This is not a dough that you want to overwork. Una volta che fa la faccia, once it gets all nice and incorporated, you could just move it to the side and let it rest. I'm going to divide the dough in 3 pieces, which we're going to be making the 3 logs. Also, the egg I kept on the side, I beat it a little bit, and that's what we're going to use to egg wash the cookie. So let's roll it out. Start rolling it out into a log. Be gentle, because of course the chocolate chips and the hazelnuts want to fall out, so just be gentle with it and just keep going. This is also up to you how large you want your biscotti. I don't like them too long. I always like little smaller stuff. I guess because you could eat an extra one and not feel so guilty. So that's why I tend to make everything small. So here's my first log. You want to flatten it out a little bit, okay? Just like this, kind of combine it. You don't want it falling apart. And gently pick it up and put it on your cookie tray. I'm going to go this way. Okay, move on to your next log. See? Squeeze it, flatten it out. Your hands, and just pick it up gently and move it onto the cookie sheet. Okay, take a look at the thickness of the loaves, and also I'm going to just spread the egg wash right on. That gives it a beautiful color on top. You're not going to be using the whole egg, so just coat it, but move on to the next one. Perfect. Now we're done. Oven on 350. They're going to bake at least for 30 minutes. Let's get them in. 35 minutes in the oven, and they look perfect. Come closer. Look at that. Just the color you want them to be. Don't forget, they're going to go back in the oven now. Let them cool down for 5-6 minutes, and then we'll slice them up. By the way, get your oven on 365. Just a little bit more heat to get the process going. Now, with a serrated knife, that's very important, because otherwise they crumble. Some will crumble. There's just no avoiding that. Cut them on a slant, just straight down like this. And about, I'm going to say, what is that, about 1 inch thick? And as you slice them, here's your perfect little biscotti. As you slice them, put them back on the cookie sheet to get toasted, cooked on both sides. Out of the oven, here they are. Okay, come closer, take a look. Perfect double baked cookie, okay? That's why in Italian, biscotti means, cotto means cooked, bis means twice, so biscotto means double baked. In America, biscotti is what we kind of refer to as these cookies. Anyway, let's plate them. Am I gonna taste one? You know what? I'm not even gonna plate them. Here they are. They're beautiful. I'm gonna be dropping some off to friends. Hit the subscribe button. A lot of recipes coming up, and so many already that I have on. I'm so thrilled to be doing this and passing these recipes on to family and all of your friends. Grazie, arrivederci, be safe, alla prossima. Ciao ciao.